hippie hut down a country road. There's a girl named Jonesy with a carefree soul. She's got chickens in the yard, running wild and free, and she's rolling up her life in a sweet green dream. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. She wakes up with the sunrise, no shoes on her feet, dancing in the garden to a reggae beat. She's got a peace sign hanging on her front porch swing, and a big old smile for everything. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. She's got no worries, just the earth and sky, living her life, no need to try, with a heart full of love and a head full of dreams. Jonesy's riding on life's sweet stream. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I am so glad to see y'all on this Friday the 13th. Hello. Hey, Okie, Silent Angel. Yep. Hello. Peach. We got our Georgia Peach back. Mel C. Hello, Cammy. Tonka Girl, Evil Queen. That Michelle. Yep. Precious, yep. Rock a bit. Quirky Carlotta, so good to see you, love. Hey, Grandma Sherry. Jennifer, hello. Shauna B. Hey, Kate the Magnificent. Miss Leah. Hello, Lisa Marie. Not Presley. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that mother clucking like for your girl. What are we talking about? I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about? I've missed y'all too. My internet's not quite where I need it to be, so I'm just doing a live on my phone. If I need to get on my PC for any reason, I can. But I'm just chilling in the bed. Call me Betty Bedster. I'm chilling in the bed with my dog. You hear him? He's snoring. Listen. So if you hear snoring, that's what it is. I'm sorry if it gets on your nerves, but he's like right here. I'm here. Party can start. Hey, Tess. Hey, Katie B. Oh, man. Y'all, my anxiety has been up since I've gotten back, and it's because I'm back in the real world, right? We talked about this the other day, but I'm also back on YouTube, and this shit is stupid. This shit is so insane. I mean, I don't even know which way to look for the bad actors. They are fucking everywhere. All in the name of a missing child. They everywhere. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect. Glad to see you. Hey, Trish. everywhere. I don't know. Here, there, everywhere. I don't know. Let's see. The past couple of days, I listened to some ignorant shit on Brittany J's panel. She's still doing her normal thing. I tried with Brittany J. I did, but I just can't get past how she can't be open-minded. I only like to fuck with open-minded people. If you can only see one way, it's just not meant to be. Okay, so then you still got I heard Justin today say that what's her name? Jennifer Coffindaffer or whatever her name is. I heard him say that her little segment about Sebastian Rogers was chef's kiss. Was it, Justin? Was it though, Pearls? Because it was full of misinformation. But you also add to the misinformation, so I can understand why it would be chef's kiss to you. I seen T-Rev's ass back on the internet. Fuck you. What are you doing here? Take your ass back on out the door. Don't nobody want you here no more. We don't want people who fake phone calls. And especially, and it angers me even more now after hearing some of these interviews that's recently come out about from Madeline Soto's mama. Oh, it just angers me even more. Thanks. It angers me even more. Chasen told me, because I totally understand, and I think I can speak for myself, and I'm gonna speak for Deets right here, because yes, Deets is busy with her real life right now, but we are all kinda in this same space where we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. We can't, like, it feels like nothing we're doing to correct misinformation or to put out only facts, which are very few, far and between with Sebastian Rogers' case. I mean, what else? What else other than calling out the misinformation? And then you call out the misinformation, and you're a hate channel. Then you call out misinformation, and you're jealous, or you're pocket watching, or no, none of that. Just correcting your shit. But I totally understand that, like, not knowing what to, and when I get like that, I just don't go live. When I feel lost in my own community, I just refrain from going live. Hey, Brantley. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Simply. There are no updates. Cut the shit. And then I've been listening to the past 2 fucking days on Queen's panel, the barbecue lady and the TikTok girls. What are they called? 3 a.m. hoes? I don't give a fuck. Y'all stay your whore asses over on TikTok. We got enough nastiness over here. We got enough misinformation we have to correct from our people here. We don't need y'all bringing your shit over here. The only one over there that I even slightly think has a chance is Steven. I like Steven, but his gullibleness, his naiveness, I feel like suddenly, I don't know how to explain it. That's going to end up biting everybody around him in the ass, and him in the ass as well. But he left on his own. He didn't wait for other people to leave. What the fuck kind of mafia is Tony Mathis running over there? Oh, thank you, Lisa Marie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Hey, 13th hour. Me either, Tess. Absolutely a one way. Steven's cute though. He is. Listen, I like Steven, but he just loves people too much and too easily. And he trusts people too easily. Like, ever since he came out, and was transparent with Clue about the shit that was going on. Now Clue's the god of the week. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with folks like that. Because next week it'll be another god and he'll be turned on your ass. Just saying. But I do like Steven. I do. I really do. I think he's a good person. He seems like a good man, a hardworking man who just wants to provide for his family. And I do feel like he wants to help in these cases. And I'm grateful he's seen how he was a part of the accusations and the misinformation for a little bit there. I'm grateful he sees that. But as for you 3 a.m., 2 a.m., I don't give a fuck a.m. hoes. Go on. Why are we platforming them? Why are we platforming them? You got to be one. Listen, I understand getting caught up in fuck shit. I absolutely do. Y'all know I understand it just as easy as they can. I get it. I don't, what I do get is getting caught up in fuck shit with, with it taking time. Like how things aren't meant to start one way, right? But they end up a way you didn't expect later on. So then you pull yourself from it, right? I can understand that. What I can't understand is not knowing this motherfucker for 2.5 seconds and him telling you to dox Queen Bee and dox Clue and dox JLR and get all their names. And y'all are just like, yes, sir. Yes, master. Let me do it. What? No, the fuck out of here. And another thing is, whoever that Nikki bitch was that was on Queens today, she's a whole motherfucking lie. Because why would he need JLR's name for cease and desist? Why would he need JLR, who is Jonathan Lee Riches, on his channels? Why would he need her to go find his name? Can somebody explain that to me? No, I don't. Yeah, me too, Brantley. And that's what I'm saying. He is way too loving and way too, like, he's way too gullible and way too naive, and it's going to end up fucking him in the long run. Yeah, I don't like them either, but why dox them? Like, what was they doing? It just didn't make no sense. You a motherfucking lie if you're trying to sit here and say that Tony Mathis wanted you to get JLR's name for what you thought was the cease and desists. Well, how is that possible why would you have to go get JLR's name? It's right there. It's everywhere. JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. That's what I'm saying perfectly. Hey, Steph B. Hey, Grain. It is very confusing, Spivey. I don't know. I'm not willing to accept them. Don't bring your 3 a.m. asses over here. Don't bring your 3 a.m. asses to nonsense. She says she don't want none of it either. Don't take your 3 a.m. asses over to chasing. Don't take your 3 a.m. asses anywhere around us because we don't want it. Y'all are not right in the head. If you are so weak-minded, you know what? Y'all would have drunk Jim Jones's Kool-Aid and been dead if that's what Tony Mathis would have had y'all do. That's scary. That's scary. It's creepy. It's weird. And that's not me saying anything about Queen having them. She has open panel. We all know this. But it's like, I felt like the only ones making any kind of sense over there today was Rowena and Brianna. And I was just like, oh, and I seen a few comments from Amber Riot that were good in the chat. I was like, yes, hold their feet to the fire, bro. Like, this shit is weird. So somebody tells you, somebody you met 2 seconds ago tells you to go do this, and you do it, you just do it. You don't ask why, who, what's making, why you're doing it, what the problem is. None of that. You just do it. Nah, bruh. Hey, Tinker. Jim Jones was Flavor Aid. Whatever, Cash. They would drink that shit in a heartbeat. You got to be a weak-minded bitch. I'm sorry, you just do. What it is. And then you got Nick the Hat and Hung and Dog the Bounty Hunter coming all up in here. You got this lawyer for Nick and Hung and Dog. What's his name? John something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck, really. But you got all these new characters coming in. You know why these new characters keep coming in? Because we keep giving them attention. Why? Why are we giving them this much attention? This is why they're doing it. Oh, and not to even... Don't let me forget my moral authority high ground over here. Where's Clyde? Clyde, get on up, boy. Come on. Let me get on top. All right. I'm on top of Clyde now. So, let me go on and say this. The fucking racism I seen about Hung, I don't even know if that's his last name, his first name. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Can y'all not call him out for the ignorant shit he's saying, which is what needs to be focused on? Instead, you got to go tell him to, go back to the mani-pedi shop. You got to tell him, you got to buy fried rice for the community in honor of Hung. The racism that went on today that I seen about that man was sick. Absolutely, yeah, because you still got Tony Mathis and Cajun and her hubby and all of them still working behind the scenes together. Take your, you know what should be done? Take your shit now that y'all decided to follow Steven's lead for whatever reason. I don't know, but I feel like they're trying to make their way over here. Nah, bruh, we don't want you. What y'all need to do is take whatever information you have pertaining to Tony Mathis and this investigation and give it over the TBI and shut the fuck up. Stop going on panels. Shut up. That's what needs to happen. This is, oh my God. For a while there, it was the Betty show. Hell, it still kind of is the Betty show. It went from being a missing kids case to the Bullhorn Betty show, which is exactly what she wanted. She caused it, and so did we. So did we. But there's a difference in reviewing Betty to correct the information she's putting out than to review Betty because you got a hard on for her. There's a huge difference. And nobody batted an eye about that fucking racism bullshit. Steven is Steven Crabtree. He was the only other dude that was working with Seth and Tony for a little while. And then they came across Tony's other friends, Delta and whoever else. I don't even know. They all want attention, Aries. That's all it is. They see what's going on over here. They see what just went down with Betty and this court shit. They see that. And they want a piece of it. And this side of the sector, this part of the sector, is obviously down to give it to them. And I don't want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. You will not catch me playing their shit. If I play Betty, it's going to be the correct misinformation. I'm not going to play Hung and Nick and the 3 a.m. sluts. We're not doing that. We are not going to fucking do it. Yes, it will bring me numbers. Yes, it would bring, I guess, monetary gain because of the numbers. I don't fuck with it. I don't need monetary gain. I'd rather have 50 people than do that shit because y'all are fucking tragedy pimps now. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. I've been holding this in since I got back. Everything I've been seeing, it's just been like a fucking whirlwind of chaos. And some of it, most of it, caused by us. The ones who are supposed to be the good guys. Good guys, my ass. Fucking keep saying that while you exploit this child and rack up the money. Y'all are all just as bad. And I say you all are because I have not participated in it. The last time I covered Betty was a while back. And when I covered Betty, I covered Betty. That was it. But there was something that was said when Betty got locked up. Oh, I seen people congratulating, and this ain't nothing to Queen either, because Queen can't help what other people do. But why the fuck is y'all congratulating Queen for Betty getting locked up over the Proudfoots, over breaking the order of protection pertaining to the Proudfoots? Why are y'all congratulating Queen? Congratulate Queen when she wins the lawsuit against Betty. But congratulating Queen about Betty getting arrested for violating the protective order shows me that the only reason y'all are tripping is still about that lawsuit. It is not about Sebastian, and it is not about what Betty's done to his parents. It's hate mongering. I see you, Truth Seeker. Why the fuck would you congratulate Queen? And again, I'm going to say this loud and clear, Queen, so you know I'm not coming for you. This is not your problem to deal with. You can't help what other people do when they do shit like that. But it lets me know what some people are doing. They are only fighting the fight under a disguise of Sebastian, but it's really their hate for BHB and them wanting Queen to succeed in the lawsuit. The fuck you gonna congratulate her for Betty getting locked up for the Proudfoots? The fuck? You know who you should have been congratulating? The Proudfoots. Instead of typing in the chat, congratulations, Queen Bee, it should have been like, congratulations, Proudfoots, because you know they watch. Congratulations, Bower Socks. At least that gets the loons off the street for what, a night or two? I agree. There are some that attack Seth too. Seth's a piece of shit, in my opinion. That ain't got nothing to do with me thinking he's got something to do with his kid. I don't think he had anything to do with his kid. I don't think he's got his kid stashed up anywhere. I just think he's a piece of shit because of what he's been doing in this case to get back at Katie. It ain't got shit to do with Sebastian. It's all about Katie for him. Do I think he misses his son? I absolutely do. Do I think he's heartbroken over his son being missing? I absolutely do think he's heartbroken. But I also think he's seen this as an opportunity. And unfortunately, sometimes our pride gets in the way and our selfishness gets in the way, and we handle things in ways we shouldn't. And it has now been about hurting her instead about finding his son. So that's my problem with Seth. But you ain't going to catch me out here calling him a fat ass and talking about how he's got his son stashed somewhere or questioning him. Seth, what would you say, buddy, if, could you tell me about this guy? Or what about this friend, buddy? Seth, do you want to let us in on this little secret? Da, 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 da. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I agree, Cammie. I agree. But don't take the situation of Betty getting arrested for violating her protective order, which we have all been working hard for. We have all been working hard and waiting for a family that would be able to stand up to Betty. So why would you take that moment and congratulate Queen Bee as if she got Betty locked up or as if Betty got locked up for the lawsuit? No, don't take that shit away from the Proudfoots. They did the damn thing. They stood strong against her. They're still standing strong against her. Betty needs to be locked up. She needs to be in a psych ward, in my humble opinion, allegedly. I hope she does too, Nana. I do. Yeah, Nana, listen, we wanted you to be able to do it so bad. So bad. And I was still with Queen then. We wanted that so badly. The whole goal was to correct misinformation and to not see them do this again, right? You weren't in a place you could do anything about it. And that sucked. And for a while there, you know what? A little bit after Quentin's case, her channel started dying, Billy. Her channel was dying. That was the best karma we could get because we couldn't do anything about the way she behaved in Savannah. So then what does she do? She attaches to Sebastian's case 2 months in. She comes in 2 months late because she sees the attention she's getting and she pulls the same shit again. And thankfully, the Proudfoots were able to fight it. And that has to be a lot of stress on them. That has to take its toll on them the same way it took the toll on you, her harassment. So not only now are you dealing with her harassment, but you're going through all these legalities to put a stop to it. I can't imagine how hard it is for them right now. And then you got people doing the same thing to them that they were doing to you, Billy, talking about drugs and alcohol. You have Brittany J and them trying to insinuate they're drunks. Chris and Katie are drunks. They look like normal fucking humans to society sitting in that courtroom. Why y'all tripping? Y'all are just so full of hate. Agatha Misty, I ain't screaming at my supporters, girl, unless you're one of them that I'm talking about. And that, you know what? That may be true, Center. But I do hope she wins that lawsuit. I mean, I don't too much give a fuck about the lawsuit because I don't think it's going to do what people think it will do and shut her up. I think what's happening right now with the Proudfoots, with the victims' family, I think this is what will do it. If they can carry it out, if they can carry this out and go all the way through with it, I'm hoping this is what will do it. I did. It was so cute, Kate. That's what I'm saying, Spivey. It was such a wonderful moment, right? When the Proudfoots took those protective orders out against Betty. Now, her getting locked up, I wasn't too concerned about that, but the fact that they were able to go that extent and get that done, which is what we've all been fighting so hard for. Whether we're on the same team or not, it's the same thing we've all been fighting for. Whether it's Betty or not, it's the same thing. It could be anybody, anybody attacking the families, anybody harassing the families. I can't stand her either, Cammie. No, like you can have your opinions on Chris Proudfoot being an asshole. You can have your opinions on Katie being a bad mother. You can have your opinions on Seth completely destroying his son's case. But that doesn't give you the right to go around accusing these parents without any kind of nothing. Nothing. Not even the police questioning them anymore. So if they're not, why do we get to? We don't. It's just bored fucking people. And that's what I've come to realize. That's what I've come to realize over the last week is these are a bunch of devil's rejects that the devil don't even want because they're so goddamn stupid. These are a bunch of devil's rejects, right? Who have nothing going for them in life. So they pretend to be investigators and pretend to be the judge and jury, executioner. Hell, they even pretend to be YouTube creators. But if you're in this trauma sector, you're not a creator, boo. Sorry, you're not, because we all talk about the same shit. We ain't creating, literally, if we're thinking about it, we're not creating our own anything. But you got these out here that want to be true crime creators. Like, sorry, Brittany J, you're one of them. Justin For All, you're one of them too. Y'all want to be true crime creators, but y'all don't focus on facts. You focus on theories, sometimes conspiracy theories. Like, everybody put your tinfoil hats on, we're going in. And it's like, true crime creators don't do that. You don't see the docket doing that. You don't see, well, I mean, I think a little speculation to an extent is normal for everybody. Let me go ahead and say that. But to continue it day after day after day after day after day, when there's no new updates, you ain't no true crime creator. Because if you want to be true crime, you'd move on and then come back to it when there's more updates. You'd move on and continue to share the flyer every other day or so. Brittany J, you're not true crime. You're a speculation channel. Did I read mine to you? What? Your what? Your super sticker? Did I miss something? When it's every day with nothing, it's not even tragedy pimping going every day about a new situation or um updates in old cases or updates in current cases or a new missing child, because there are plenty of them. You're not a tragedy pimp for covering them. You're a tragedy pimp when you stay leached to one that has nothing coming out. Just because you move on doesn't mean people are going to forget. No, because you make sure you do your part and not letting them forget. You make sure you mention it on another live stream that you might do about another child. You make sure you remind people, remember, guys, Sebastian Rogers is still missing. We're still waiting for updates on that. You keep that current in their mind. It is what their subs want. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Happy Friday 13th, second chance. Yeah, but the problem is, Landry, is that's what the subs want. They want to hear about a case, right? But what is there to hear about the case? When it comes to Sebastian Rogers, you're no longer hearing about the case. You haven't been hearing about the case since March. You've only been hearing about the people surrounding it, the chaos surrounding it. You're not learning anything new about the case. You're learning what Dictator Tony does over here, you know, TikTok Tony, how he's flashing his junk in the bathroom and telling everybody to blame JLR for it. That's what you're hearing about. You're hearing about people telling Hung, you know, to go eat some ramen noodles. Like, you're not hearing about Sebastian's case. You're hearing about all the fraud that Nick the Hat's done. Are those things important? Yes, but they really have nothing to do with Sebastian's case. It's the drama that surrounds it. And at some point, that drama just gets old, man. Now you got 3 a.m. sluts all over the place. And it's like, I'm going to need y'all to take your asses back to TikTok. Because y'all are shadier than anybody could think I ever was. Like, you would drink the Kool-Aid, and that's sketchy. Y'all are so fucking bored. You have nothing to do, so you pretend to be investigators so that you feel important. You pretend to be an advocate so that you feel important. It's all bullshit. You're not important. You're a stay-at-home mom doing nothing. That's what you are. Sorry, not sorry. I pray so too, Nana. I pray so. I do. I do. Thank you perfectly. Oh yes, Bobby, I do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there are so many. Let's use burden of proof as an example. Burden always stayed up to date with any new information coming out about current cases, past cases, and she always had new stuff, new situations, new missing child cases, new unaliving cases that she would bring to people. And she was lucky to get 30 fucking people in there, because that's not what people want. They don't want to see all the true crime. That's not it. No, they want to see the drama. And we're all a part of it. We're all responsible for it. I took part in the Sebastian drama at the beginning, the same way I took part in the Quentin drama at the beginning. But y'all have heard me time and time again say at some point during Quentin, I had to check myself. I had to be like, whoa, bitch, you are making this way too much of a personal problem and less about Quentin. I checked myself and I stopped covering those ignorant motherfuckers. And eventually so did everybody else. And guess what? Betty's channel started dying. We were right there. Our channel was almost dead. The super chats, that's it. We're keeping his name out there. No, the fuck you're not. Okay, yeah, you're keeping his name out there for payment. Not because you give a fuck. No, it's not nice about Hong. And there was a lot of it today. There was a lot of it, and I'm not going to, because, okay, I'm going to go there and say it. There was a lot of it in Queen's chat, but her chat was moving very fast. So I'm sure some of it the mods didn't catch. There was a lot of racism towards Hong in Queen's chat, and there was a lot of it in Clue's. And I ain't talking about Clue telling him to go back to China, because he did complain about being in America and say he wanted to go back to China. So Clue was like, shit, we can get a GoFundMe going for that then. What's up? So I ain't tripping about that. I'm tripping about all the other stuff that was said. Slowly, Grandma, slowly. I don't know perfectly. That's what I call them, because I don't know who they are. I mean, I knew who they were when Tony Mathis entered the scene is when they formed that group. I remember when Tony Mathis went on there with that group and put out that a fake Amber Alert. Do y'all remember that about Sebastian, saying that they seen a car and that they gave the public the wrong Amber Alert? That's exactly what Steven got thrown under the bus for. Y'all remember that? That was my first encounter with those 3 a.m. sluts. And I'm sorry, they might be fucking each other over. Barbecue lady, what was done to her was fucked. It was fucked up. But guess what? She was drinking that Kool-Aid too. All from a man they knew for 2 seconds. That is weird. It's crazy. I can never wrap my mind around it. It's one thing if you create a bond and create a friendship with someone and eventually later deciding, okay, I don't really want to be a part of this anymore, right? That's one thing. But to just go along with something from the get? God, good thing y'all weren't in Jim Jones's little community. Y'all would have been done for. They wouldn't have even had to force you to drink the Kool-Aid. Y'all would have been just willing to do it. Jen Lou, I'm just off on a tyrant. That's what I heard, but Titanium supposedly said something, and that's what I want to talk to Titanium a little more about it. I haven't talked to her yet. I was going to reach out to her because I love Tanya. I do. But something she said came off kind of insensitive, and I don't even think she realized it. And I don't know if that's how she meant it. I don't think that's how she meant it. I don't think she's seen it the way it came off, but it's just like, bro, do y'all got to focus on this dude being Chinese or Asian or Korean or whatever? Like, do y'all got to focus on that, or can you focus on the ignorant shit he's spouting out of his mouth pertaining to this missing child? Can we focus on that? No, y'all want to focus on his eyes. Y'all want to focus on him being chubby. Y'all want to focus on him being Asian, period. That was it. That's all they focused on. Absolutely, Cash, we can. Yes, Arctic Fox is a lot like Burden of Proof to me. They deserve it all, and they get none. They get none compared to these Krama channels. I'm not sure. I don't think he said that. I think he worded something a certain way, but he was very careful from what I've heard. He was very careful with his words. But I can't speak on that because I don't know. Listen, I'm not leaving Jim alone because I mean, that's a pompous, arrogant motherfucker to think that people are going to drink Kool-Aid just because you tell them to. Well, guess what? Welcome, Tony Mathis. He's running some kind of fucking mafia reject Godfather gang over there. It's weird. Take it to TBI and shut the fuck up. Stop going on panels. Stop going on TikTok and discussing it. Just shut the fuck up. Give over what you need to give over. Take accountability for what you need to take accountability for. And then shut up. Hey, Curvy. Yeah, I don't think she even realized that that's how it would be taken, or that I don't know. I got to talk to her. I mean, you got all the people, and I like SF. I do. But there's certain things I don't like about SF, and that's okay. I think that's normal for anybody. You're going to like some stuff, you're going to dislike some stuff. People like some things about me and dislike some things about me. That's okay. But do y'all remember during Kylie Rodney when this whole fucking community was dogging SF? And now they're acting like he's a hero? And that's not, I know Rabbit covered SF today. I loved Rabbit's coverage today. And I agreed with her on almost all of it. Because since Kylie Rodney, there's been no, you know, craziness too much coming from SF. Um, and it's actually got me wondering if there was craziness coming from SF back in Kylie Rodney, or was it just our community making more drama like we always do? Who you talking about, Jen Lou? Well, tell me what fucked up shit I'm saying. Please tell me. It don't fucking matter. It don't matter. It doesn't give people a right. That's what I'm saying. When Clue said, well, she could do a GoFundMe and send his ass back to China, I didn't take that any kind of way because I heard him not once, not twice, but 3 different times complain about being in America and wanting to go back to China. So when she said that, I didn't take it for nothing. What I did take for something was everybody telling him to go work back in the mani-pedi salon and buying fried rice for all the community in Hung's name. And like what the fuck was? Yes, she was. And you know what? Who else was putting people in their place about the racist comments? Jay. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Jay is for Justice. She's got a very conspiratorial brain. I don't roll with the conspiracy. Like, her brain automatically thinks of the most wild shit. But that's just how her brain works. I might not roll with it like that, but I can damn well appreciate the fact that she shut that shit down. And see, I can't speak on that, Brittany, because I don't know. All I know is what I heard today. And I heard that he had put something, like typed something up, like made a post or something, and chose his words very carefully to where it insinuated something but didn't necessarily say it. Does that make sense? So until I see it, I don't know. I can't really speak on that. That's what I'm saying. Well, her saying she'd go fund me his ass back to China if that's what he was wanted. It was in kind of response to him saying he wanted to leave America. That sucks, Brittany. I hope he didn't say that, but I need to, like, does anybody got a screenshot of that? And that's cool. That's cool perfectly. I ain't judging you for not fucking with them. And I don't think you're judging me for kind of fucking with them, you know? Roro, I've missed you too, babe. Well, I thought that that's what SF tries to do. He tries to be neutral, but for the most part, like his opinion can change. Does that make sense? Like he follows what's leading him in the moment, but then something could just automatically change it and he starts going a different direction. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow SF like that. That's what I'm saying. All I know is everybody's fucking praising the dude on this side, and with Kylie Rodney, they was chomping them off left and right. They was so, and that dude that found the laptop and stuff in the bottom of the lake. Y'all remember him? I don't know where he disappeared to, but him and SF were being joked on constantly. Titanium allegedly said something about I don't want to I don't want to misquote it, so it's not this. You'd have to go back. I think Chronicles of the Shady. I know y'all don't fuck with Chronicles, but I think she put a video out on it. She said something along the lines of like, Nick is kind of using Hung so that everybody thinks he's the smarter one because he's Asian or something like that. We're talking about everything, maniacs, everything. I'm just off the wall over here. Yeah, he's focused on, that's what I was, yes, chasing. If he wants to focus on being Chinese American, that's on him. But if he ain't calling y'all white crackers or white trash, then why are y'all telling him to go eat fried rice and do mani petties? The fuck? Listen, Americans wish they had the Asian culture. They live longer, they're smarter, they're healthier. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you think this community makes too much drama, then why are you all here? Because I've been here. I've been here. Shit wasn't this bad back in Quentin Simon when I came. It's only gotten worse, Roger. I'm not bitching about SF. I liked what Rabbit showed on her live today, where SF was kind of like showing the terrain in different directions, right? North, south, east, west, like the different types of terrains that if Sebastian would have left on foot on his own, he would have had to go across or go through. And nobody else has done that. Have y'all seen anybody else do that? No, I've seen Terry Lynn hitting the parking lots. That's all I've seen. And Sniffers buying a shovel to stick it in the ground in a baseball field. Terry Lynn has her hands all in this mess. And I agree with Clue when she says that they need to take her 11,000 phones. They absolutely do. Something's up with Terry Lynn. It is on point. It absolutely is. Oh my God. I'm just saying, like, there was a lot more to focus on that Hung was saying. Hung was being an ignorant piece of shit, is what he was doing. Let's be real. Hung was saying some ignorant shit, come in acting like he knows anything about this case and knows fuck all. He don't even know when Sebastian went missing. So how about we focus on the stupid shit he's saying and what a dumb son of a bitch he's being instead of his ethnicity. That's all I'm saying. Because when you start picking at his ethnicity, that means you're ignoring the ignorant shit coming out of his mouth. And that's okay, Sunnyside. The madness from me, if you're talking about from me, just from watching everything, I've just been sitting back. Y'all know for a couple of weeks, I've been doing Wade Wilson stuff. And even then, I was just sitting back watching and partaking in some chats. Like I'll talk in grannies every now and then. Nonsense, I do. I don't feel like nonsense is part of this rant at all. I feel like she is specifically out to debunk the misinformation and the lies that people are trying to put out here. I don't think she's focused on the drama, you know. Asian hate is a real thing. And see, I wasn't here during that, but I've heard that, and I've heard some nasty, nasty shit Jay supposedly did with Shanann Watts. Oh, that's true. Yeah. If you look at it that way, Michelle, that's true. Because she did say something about wanting to send them back, didn't she? Well, see, I wasn't thinking about that when I heard it. When I heard it, I was thinking about what was happening in that moment. And he had said he wanted to, he had said he wanted to go back to China 50 times. So when Clue said, you bet, let's raise some money, send your ass back to China then. I didn't take it as a racist thing just because he had already been saying that. Like it was like a tit for tat thing in my mind. Now, when you piece it together with the stuff she did say about black people, yeah, that don't look good. But you have no problem calling people pieces of shit while telling people they are full of hate. Absolutely. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. That's not me being full of hate. That's you being a piece of shit. I don't know any other way to explain that. Well, and I think that that's very possible as well, Lauren. I absolutely believe that's very possible. Because he probably knew somebody would grab onto that, right? Somebody always does. Oh, Lisa Marie, I didn't see your super chat, baby. It says it was a super sticker. It didn't come with any kind of chat on it. But I've always got your back, girl. The second post. They are, Nana. That's what people have completely replaced days of our lives with YouTube drama, including me. She did. She did. I didn't even think about that. I think what they did to Barbecue Lady was fucked up, but I think what Barbecue Lady was doing to the Proudfoots was more fucked up. Go. No, he was, the way I took it, Jason, is he was taking digs at Americans. Okay, Brittany. Hey, One Shot. Thank you, love. I know I don't always speak correctly. I'm not the smartest. I get plot brain where, like, I know the words that I want to come out, but they don't come out the way I want them to. I'm intelligent, but I'm not an intelligent speaker. Does that make sense? But I needed to get this off my chest. I've done listen to Rabbit. If y'all have not, can we please drop Rabbit's live stream from today? It was so good. Even if you don't fuck with SF, there were a lot of things she was saying in that live today that it was just like, oh my God, yes, finally somebody. And then Nonsense went live. Boom, drop that live too, because it was super good as well. It was kind of the same topics, but different. Chasen went live. It was like 3 lives in a row that I listened to that made me feel not so alone in this community, because I do feel alone in this community. I feel like it's just full of dirtbags who are out for themselves, and they do it under the guise of being here for the kids. If you're here for the kids, then be here for the kids, but don't pretend, don't fake it to make it. All right, I'm way back in chat. I got to go forward. I'm sorry. I'm going to miss a lot of comments. I know, but chasing it, and I know, Maniac, she's been feeling that way. I know. Yeah. When Chasen ended her live, that's when I was like, bet, I'm going to go live. But Rabbit, Nonsense, and Chasen were all speaking truths tonight and today. And I'm not going to say it as eloquently as they are. And I totally understood when Jason was like, I want to say certain things, but I feel like I can't, because if I do, what does that do? It starts more drama. Well, I am that one. I guess if it starts drama, then it starts drama, but it needs to be said. Money always wins, don't it, Nana? Hey, Dad. I really don't think there is a fix to it, but there may be things we can do to kind of fight against it. Like, I think it's totally cool to go live and point out the inconsistent things that people are still running with on a daily basis pertaining to Sebastian Rogers' case, because we do have new people that come in every single day. And if you can give them the correct information before they make it to the drama speculation theory information, then maybe there's some hope. But the problem is, people do like to dive in and enjoy the drama aspect of it. It gives them something to think about. It gets their gears turning, right? But with the facts that we have right now in Sebastian's case, there's really no gears to be turning right now. You're stuck with what you feel. Like, whatever your theory is, you may have two or three of them. I have two or three of them myself, but I'm stuck, and I've been stuck with those theories from day one. I'm now more focused on one theory right now, and it doesn't involve the parents. So, but really, you're just kind of stuck with what you've got, you know? So people love to go into, well, what if Chris and Seth are working together? And what if they're doing this? And what if they're doing that? What if Katie just lost her shit and stuffed them in her pickle bag? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Thank you, Spivey. Yes, I was unsubscribed from Rabbit the other day too, chasing. I was like, skirt, hold up, excuse me, absolutely not. That's right, Truth Seeker. Captain Avi, you didn't miss nothing. If you've been there for Rabbit nonsense or chasing stream, then you pretty much got the gist. Just I'm a little more ghetto with it. I'm a little more foul mouthed, you know. Hey, Bomb. Lady K, you been feeling this too? Me too, maniacs. I am. And that's why I kind of dove in to the Wade Wilson stuff. It was something that caught my attention. I thought it was interesting. And, you know, it just like, I've also dove into the Madeline Soto case. I don't discuss the Madeline Soto case because I'm not a true crime creator. And I couldn't do it justice. And that baby deserves all the justice. That's all I can say. But that's why I have dove so hard in to Wade Wilson and Madeline Soto, is because I'm just so fed up with this community. Sorry, I get emotional about Madeline Soto, y'all. I really like that shit. That shit's crazy. Ooh, but just to change the topic onto a different type of trauma, anybody that's been paying attention, have y'all noticed that the docket and plunder and grizzly drama? Have y'all noticed that? Madeline's heartbreaking for me. I can't even think about her case right now because, like, I listened to the latest interviews yesterday, and today I've taken a break from it because I know Plunder uploaded, and I was going to catch up on hers, but I was like, no, I need to give my brain a break because I've listened to these interviews numerous times, and I always catch something different or something new that I didn't catch before. But I'm also overdoing it, and I'm getting too emotional into it. Try what for the third time? I've been enjoying Grizzly True Crime too, but her, I don't even know if she's. And I think she hasn't probably. I don't think she's even said anything about it, but I'm pretty sure because her, Plunder, the Docket, and Gray Hughes have been the only ones putting these FOIA things out, right? Well, the Docket stayed on the phone with a lady Friday evening. he would not let her off the phone. This is what Plunder said. He would not let her off the phone until she sent him over what she was working on to send him. And so she sent it right then, and then she got off work. She went home for the weekend because and that's why he was begging her for it. Like, just stay and send it to me because it's going to be Monday before we talk again. So he gets what he wanted from that FOIA, and it was the interviews with Madeline's mom, Jen. And he puts them out, Gray Hughes puts them out, and then eventually Plunder gets into it and puts them out. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the docket put it out Friday night after he got them Friday evening. And so he knew he was the only one that got those recorded interviews, right? Well, Grizzly went live Saturday and was like, we worked really hard. My team worked so hard to get this interview to you, and we did so much research and blah, blah, blah. And Plunder was like, skirt, hold up, bitch. This is not what we are going to do. She wouldn't drop names, but if you've been watching all of them, they're the only ones with this content right now. And she was like, why not just tell people, hey, like, you didn't get this in your FOIA and you seen that the docket dropped something and you want to go over it with your chat. What's no harm, no foul. But she did that. She played it. She acted like she worked for it. Her team worked for it. They did all the work to get those interviews. And then on top of that, she put it out with no commentary on it also in video form, which she does for all of them. But that was just like an extra jab to Plunder. Oh, Dad. Oh, shit, Southern Gal. Hey, girl. I've been missing you. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Make sure to thank her if you got one. She sure was. So you called it 2 maniacs? Good. I knew I wasn't the only one. I told Mama, I said, Mama, I said, you heard Plunder's video? She said, yeah. She said, I'm watching the docket right now. And he also made a jab about it. And I was like, well, did he say who? And she said, no. And I said, well, I think they're talking about Grizzly. And she was like, what? And I told her the whole thing that I just told y'all. I said, yeah, he was the only one that got that recording because he got that woman to stay late to get it for him. And then she acted like she got it. Listen, it ain't hard. I get it. But it is not hard to be like, to give credit where it's due. I mean, she could have just simply, I like Grizzly, but she got too prideful. Her pride got in the way on that one. She could have definitely been like, look, y'all, the docket, he got these new interviews that didn't come in my FOIA packet. I was thinking about going over it with y'all. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to go over it? Something, but nope. She took all that credit. All that credit. She said they worked hard for it. Yeah, hold on. Oh, thank you, Nana. Okay, so Grizzly said her mod got it for her, and she got it from Plunder's Patreon, who sells the files. Yeah, but still, you don't think she could have been like, okay, if she didn't get it from the docket, she got it from Plunder, putting it on Patreon. I mean, she paid for them, but she still could have put some kind of a mention in there. Like, I don't know. Hey, Lana, like, Plunder put these on Patreon. It's just not hard, y'all. It's just not hard to say, small things like, I don't know. It would have, but that's a little low key drama going on. Nobody's dropping names, but they ain't got to because Jones and figured it out. It's not. It's not. She could have just been like, y'all, so and so bought this from Plunder's Patreon. Thank God Plunder was able to get it, whether she got it from the docket or whoever. Thank God, because now we can listen to it. Boom, credit done. So make sure y'all go, give and show some love to Plunder and keep it moving. It's on Plunder's wall. Her community wall? It might be now. It wasn't then, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said, I'm going to have to find a way to watermark my video, my recordings. She's going to put you, like, we're going to be listening to this sad, fucked up situation going on in this interview. And you're going to hear Plunder, true crime. I watch Grizzly too. I like them all. I mean, I don't know. Post from the docket. Okay, hold on. This is what the docket's thing says. Don't be fooled by creators saying they got the new Jennifer Soto audio legitly, because they are lying their ass off and not giving credit for where they did get them. Let me see if I can click into it. Hold on. It won't let me click on his, like, on the community post thing where they're saying they were the only ones to have gotten it. It won't let me click on it for some reason. Yeah, even if I don't fuck with them. Yeah, I always, even if I don't fuck with them, like if I'm discussing JLR, I will drop the video of his that I'm discussing. It's only right. Yeah, she made a mistake. She made a mistake. Maybe her ego or pride got in the way, and I think they're just all hyped up about it because, it costs so much money and from what I understood, Plunder was most upset because Grizzly was just acting like it was such treacherous hard work to get it. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's in the thousands for Madeline Soto. They wanted $600 for Betty's lockup video body cam. Fuck that. It is all petty. But I do get them wanting credit, but I also get Grizzly made a mistake. I still like all of them. It doesn't change my thoughts about them. The only way I knew it was about Grizzly is because I watched that live. I watched that live Saturday morning. She was telling the chatters, she was like, I've had so many people reaching out to me because, the docket dropped it Friday night. So she says she had so many people reaching out to her, and it just takes time. It takes time. She had to go through all of it. She had to, there were certain things they had to do to be able to get it and to get it ready for her people. And it's like, bruh, no, there's not. You just took it. Oh, it's the pretending for me. You think so, B Crumbs? 900 each. Woo! I'm on my phone chasing. It won't let me pull it up. Let me see if I can go back over here. Like it's pulling it up, but when I click on, I'm sure they do make their money back. I don't know though. 900, that's a lot to make back. Especially when they don't do lives. Well, Plunder. Let's use Plunder because the docket does videos and lives, and so does Gray Hughes. But Plunder does not do lives, and she put 900 towards it as well. I wouldn't be happy either thinking about it. I'd be like, excuse me? Because Plunder even said, like, she didn't really have the money for it in that moment, but God worked things out for her so that she was able to do it. And she's probably, listen, views, yes, you get money for views, but you don't get a lot of money for views. And I just don't see her making that whole 900 back. Shit, Jen Lou, you better. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Plunder is selling in Patreon. See, I forget about that. So because Plunder doesn't go live, she would make her money back by selling it on Patreon. And you got to be a member to be able to get it on Patreon. And that's $3 a pop. So maybe. You'll pay $600 for BHB? Girl, stop. Yeah, somebody posted something about how they requested BHB's arrest body cam, and the estimation, oh my God, the estimate they sent back to them was, I think it was like $646 or something. Oh, is she in your, oh, you mean Grizzly? It probably is harder for her. But it seems like they sent Grizzly and the docket the stuff at the same time. The only difference is the docket reached out for extra stuff. And that was part of the extra stuff he reached out for. And so, plain and simple, he got it and Grizzly didn't. it well, it might have been Center's Post, Katie. I don't remember. It takes time to wait for other people to drop it. Oh, well, see, at the time I had not watched the docket yet because uh, I had only watched Grizzlies. So Saturday when I watched Grizzlies, I didn't know it came from the docket yet. I found that out Saturday night when I seen the docket had uploaded it before Grizzly did. And then I really found out when Plunder made a whole 30-minute video talking about how these creators pretend to work hard and don't give credit. That's when I put it together. But initially, the first person I heard the interviews with was Grizzly. Yep's been killing it on these Wade requests, man. I guess that just shows the difference in creators. Like, the docket's pissed, Plunder's pissed. I don't know about Gray. I haven't heard anything from Gray. Good night, Nana. Take care of yourself, love. Yeah, just do better. I wonder, no madness, since Grizzly and the docket received their FOIAs at the same damn time. So it's like somebody was in their office doing the business, right? They was getting the shit done. And they got their shit at the same time. And it was like a race to put things out. Now, I didn't know the docket was the one putting stuff out too. I knew Plunder was, and then she mentioned how she was working with the docket and Gray. But originally, I have only been listening to all the interviews, all of it through Grizzly. Then I found out that Gray Hughes put out the photos that came in the FOIA. And I know that Grizzly wouldn't put them all out. Well, I wanted to see them. So then I started watching Gray Hughes with his. I'm all over the damn place, y'all. Yes. But I think No Madness was talking about prior, like the stuff prior. How do we know that they didn't get something that Grizzly put out that they didn't have before? Well, we don't, but now that I've went back and researched and listened to all of them, Plunder, Grizzly, and the docket, they all got the same stuff at the same time. The only difference was that the docket got extra photos, right? They paid for a little lump sum of photos to see what they were. And Plunder put those photos out too. And then he got this woman to stay late at work to get that call sent, not the call, the interview sent to him. So he was the only one with those specific interviews on Friday night. He was the only one that had them because that lady specifically stayed behind at work to get them sent over to him. That's the difference. She does, Spivey. She does. I know I always love to see Billy in here. Thank you. I did. I enjoyed it. It was such a good, positive experience. You don't give a fuck about Letitia? Who milked it hard? I think it's $3. I think it's just her Patreon fee. I got 5 on it. Yeah, we could all band together. And get the money to get that Betty body cam, but I just don't care about it enough. It could be. It could be. It could be $3 to get into her Patreon and then $3 to access the files. Or it could just be $6 total without joining her Patreon, because there is a wall where you can just purchase the stuff without joining the monthly Patreon. Right? Right, maniacs? Right? No, that footage Clue got, that was good enough for me. I don't need I don't need that body cam. Yeah, just give credit. End of the story. Again, it was a mistaken judgment. Maybe, I mean, because you can't really, I think that's what Chasen was saying, is you can't really make that kind of mistake because you know where you got it from. So, but maybe now Grizzly wishes, now that she knows that it hurt Plunder and the docket, maybe now she wishes she would have gave credit, and that's what would make it a mistake. I don't know. I don't pretend to know what these motherfuckers think. I'd pay $600 not to hear anything else about BHB. Was it Clue that paid? Did she pay it? No, I don't think she paid it. Always. No, if I'm not I don't know what Gray said, but Plunder said it's her, Gray, and Docket. Either way, a fuck up's a fuck up, and we all fuck up. You just gotta, move on. I still like all of them. We are getting the Wade deets. Oh my God. I know I need to do another live because I listened to a few of his Kristen calls that I've missed the other day. Oh my God. Throw up in my mouth. Did he get the Tisha calls from Jen Lou and them? I listen in sometimes, maniacs. I do. Um, but maybe that's part of the problem, because I feel so overwhelmed with how dirty our own community has gotten. Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe I just shouldn't listen into them anymore. Grace always pissed. Well, you are just a ray of sunshine, bruh. No, she ain't worth 50. Yes, Landry. I'm a part of the Wade Wilson Reddit. They updated some stuff in there today. I just haven't checked today. No, Genevieve, you're confused. Gray, Docket, and Plunder are pissed at Grizzly for stealing well, I can't say stealing, they bought it, but for using, okay, the docket put out some interviews with Jennifer Soto Friday night. The docket was the only one with those interviews. Him, Plunder, and Gray. Grizzly went live Saturday and pretended like she got them all on her own. I mean, technically she did because she went in and bought them from Plunder's Patreon, but she didn't give credit. So the docket and Plunder are pissed at Grizzly. Oh, did you? Well, I don't think she stole them. She bought them, right? It's not about how she accessed them. It's about her not lending credit to where she got them, even if she did buy them. Well, I have my own theory as to why he does that. I think it's to use as tax write-offs for the money he makes on his channel because he donates so much of it. I'm just saying. Listen, listen. We're all struggling nowadays. This economy is fucked. Hey, Deetsy. Oh no, I agree. No madness. I agree, and I did think that to myself too. Like, okay, I get it. I get it, but are we really going to argue over who got what in this case when you listen to the interviews and it's like that shit don't matter anymore? That shit don't matter. The extra photos were pictures of the cats around the house, I believe. I didn't look at them. Look, I'm in a private DM with Deets, and I ain't even been in there in a couple of days because I've just been so fucking frustrated. Good night, MK. Glad to see you, love. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure perfectly. I haven't bought anything from her, but I do know I've went and looked, and I do know that you can buy without becoming a member. I think so too, Agatha Missy. I don't think it'll be anything. Listen, people are gonna have their opinions on Chris and Katie and Seth. It's okay to have theories and opinions, but do it responsibly, especially when you have a big following, and blatantly accusing them like Betty has been doing and Clue has kind of been doing to Seth. Like, you got to be real careful with that. It's kind of fucked up. Like, how can we say anything about Betster doing it if you're doing it too? So are you saying, Genevieve, they was all working together on the Maddie Soto stuff, but the docket got something extra, gave it to Plunder and not Grizzly, so Grizzly got it from Plunder's Patreon? Oh no, Deetsy. No, I didn't. What'd you say, baby? Let me see. If I go too far. You think they paid for the BHB cam? Am I way behind? See, I can't keep. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's because I'm on my phone and when I'm not on my PC, the chat, I only got so many I can see. Yeah, I agree, Kaz. Like, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. I think Seth's a piece of shit, and I think the way he's handled this situation is really shitty. But that doesn't make him guilty of anything, and it doesn't put me in a position to say he's guilty of anything other than being a douchebag and using this situation to get back at his ex-wife that he never got over. That's my opinion. You talking about you talking about a banana clip on the forehead, overalls? I mean, like, you can't do that here. If you come in looking any kind of way other than business like, they will not see you at our courthouse. Like, you have to dress up. Oh, no, I didn't see it. Sorry, y'all. TPE, I got so tickled at your video. I'm so pissed. YouTube never lets me know. Same, Lauren. Now, TPE, has everybody reached out to you and told you how lovely of a person you are and how much they love you now that you made a good video about them? Sorry, I'm just being petty. I don't know, Genevieve. I don't know. I did not like Chris's mullet. See, the same way, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have opinions too, but me not liking his mullet don't mean I mean, there were people picking on him for wearing an orange shirt, saying that he was ready to go to jail. Like, what is wrong with y'all? That's what I mean by being hateful for absolutely no reason. He wasn't doing nothing but just going to his court appearance. Oh, I agree. And I heard somebody say, it might have been Nonsense today, said that people are now, there's a new rumor going around that Chris and Seth are working together, that they work together to get rid of Sebastian. And it's like, well, Clue was the one in JLR's asking people that question. She was in his chat saying, have y'all ever thought that maybe Chris and Seth are working together? Or worked together in that to get rid of Sebastian? Like, come on, man. You put that shit out there in the atmosphere and people are going to run with it. And you know that. That's why I can't fuck with her. That's right. Ooh, good job, Grifton Gray. That's good. Good for them. See, that's that shit. It made me laugh out loud too. It did. Lip locked was killing it on there. Y'all, I'm snitching deets. We were talking in private the other day. What are y'all putting ones and twos for? Hold up. Yeah, you don't have to say everything that comes to mind. A livestock auction? Well, Genevieve, that's the first time I addressed it when I seen Clue had commented that in JLR's chat. I was so irate because it's like, how do you befriend the Proudfoots, right? You gain their trust. They feel like they can come to you as one of the only creators they can go to, right? And then you're over on JLR's chat putting it out there in the atmosphere that maybe Chris and Seth worked together. Like, and then then she goes back to being Team Chris and Katie and acting like she never put that out there over there on JLR. Like, girl, that is messy. You call me a snake? No, bitch. That's you. I would never do that to a victim's family. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let me tell y'all. We was talking in private the other day. I can't remember. It might have been a clip or something that was attached in our messages and of B. Tim saying that he took off the day for Betty's court. Deets reenacted a whole phone call between B. Tim and his boss by herself, y'all. I said, well, there's the script right there. Oh, it was perfect. Hey, Dutchie. Is it TM doing that? Yes. Who did that? I can't remember who did that. I heard it. Was it today or yesterday? I heard something about being compared to Rudy Farias's mom. I mean, Deets was the angry boss and the wimpy Tim all in one. I mean, she killed it. If it's TM, fuck her. Hey, pallets. Yeah, he took the day off for Betty's court. It's like, bro, really? Like I can't wrap my head around how somebody can be so fucking invested in YouTube drama to the point that you request you take a day off. I just to focus on that. I can't wrap my head around that. But that's his business. But best believe you put it out there that you did that, I'm gonna talk shit about it. I absolutely enjoyed my vacay. It was so wonderful. I'm finally back in the swing of things, going back to work this week. I went back Wednesday. And Tuesday night, I was pretty depressed, like emotional, crying, being a whole big ass, fat ass baby. But I feel better now. I'm back in the swing of things and seeing how happy my kids were to have me back. Oh my God. It just made it so much better. It was so worth it, you know? Poor babies. They hate having subs because you never know what time the sub driver is going to get there. You can't track them on the little tracking device. So they was all up in a tizzy for a week. No. To watch it on YouTube perfectly. Nice to meet you too, Pallets. Welcome, love. Oh. They was proud, Lana. You better stop hating on them in their court attire. They was proud of that. Literally, you cannot, that the judges here in my county will not see you. Even if you're not there, like, to come into the courthouse, unless you're getting a tag or something like that, you have to be dressed nicely. Even if you're not the one seeing the judge and you're just there as a witness or a supporter, you still have to come in dressed nicely. They do not, like, I was like, I guess that's just how country that town is. That's what me and Mom were talking about. I said, I guess that's just how they roll. Nobody, nobody would take that seriously. Oh, Georgia Peach, thank you. Oh, she's got the script. Oh, Brittany, you were in there? Yeah. Yeah, and then he was upset because he had to keep muting. How dare they mow on a weekday while I'm supposed to be at work? Oh, Jesus. Duchess, don't worry. Pay her no mind. She'll move on and go back into her crypt soon enough. Oh, I'm behind in chat again. Damn it. The audacity. Girl, Pearl. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Listen, she ain't getting no presentation ready for. She's been getting that weed presentation ready for what, a month and a half now? Fuck out of here. When you got facts, baby, and you got receipts, you ain't got to take a month and a half. Where's the receipts, Tiffany Marie? Get off Duchess. Where's the receipts that you promised? Oh, really? So she was being just her typical self, but in a courtroom? That's sad. Some people ain't trained properly, you know? Who could say? And why you wear a banana clip on your forehead? I don't get it. What happened? Okay, Grandma, that's fine. You can't tell me that shit wasn't on her forehead. It was the tip of that banana clip was right there on the tip of her forehead. That's all it is, Genevieve. That's all it is. She does this ever so often. Hey, Titanium. I had to. I had to catch up. What happened? What'd you do? Well, the whole thing was about how did it go from, that's what I didn't understand. I thought Tiffany Marie was pretty respectful up on Queen Bee's panel. I felt like she was just offering another way to do the blip boards. I felt like she was right in saying that people need to be transparent with it, but she wasn't like taking digs at anyone. She was just saying that's the right thing to do. And I was like, now see, this Tiffany Marie I could fuck with. So how did it go from that to calling Duchess out? She's cray cray. She is, Brantley. Try it, ho. Good night, Lana. Duchess, don't tell me you didn't see Clue with that banana clip on top of her head. You didn't see that? Who posted it? Chronicles of the Shady posted a few pictures of Clue and Cletus in court. Cletus looked like he had a mohawk because the dude behind him, his hair looked like it was sitting on top of Cletus's head. And then Clue had a banana clip on top of her head. And I know she does that at home, but like, hey girl, you're in public. And third, let me just say this. Clue favors me from the side. What, like, Shady put that zoomed in photo of Clue from the side view of her face. I was like, and this bitch has the nerve to call me ugly? You look just like me. From the side, not from the front. I don't look like a russet potato from the front, y'all. I just don't. I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, but if it was weird, right? I know y'all had to think it was weird. Shady, you better stop. Oh my God. It was a banana clip. And like I said, I know she clips her hair up like that when she does live streams because she's got long hair. But to have it on top of her head, I was just like, what happened? Baby. She does. That picture of her from the side favored me from the side. I'm telling y'all, I'll experiment tomorrow and I'll put some eyeliner smeared across, towards my temple and some bright red lipstick and kind of pat it off a little bit. And y'all gonna see, I'll put some bright red blush on too. Like, y'all finna see. Y'all finna see. That side view favored me a lot. And I was like, excuse me? The Timu Jobsons. I know, Brittany, it ain't worth it though, girl. They're on Chronicles of the Shadies community tab. Grundy County Fair. Mm. That's a 4-head clip, a 5-head clip. Girl, that clip is too high, even if you do have a pool. I will. I got my banana clip right here. I got a banana clip in my hair right now. No, he doesn't have a mohawk. It's the guy behind him. Peach said, "You better not do that, Johnson." Y'all are so funny. Look, let me tell y'all what happened. My county failed this woman so bad today. So this woman in my town has been getting stalked by her ex-husband for months. and she's been posting it on her Facebook, right? She's been leaving like a trail. She finally was able to get her divorce signed off on Wednesday, right? She was so excited. She got the divorce. He was like stalking and harassing and stealing from her and all kinds of stuff. Y'all, today they went to court for the TPO she was putting out on them. And they were going to go ahead and make him go to jail today, but then they decided not to. They told him he could come in and turn himself in Monday night. That way, because if they would have put him in jail for it tonight, he would have had to sit there all weekend because, no bail on weekends. So they were being lenient with him and was like, well, just turn yourself in Monday evening. Y'all, they left out of that courtroom. He shot her in the face 6 times and then took off running down the street and shot himself. As far as I know, he's still alive right now. But like, Spalding County, what the fuck is you doing? That could have been totally avoided. She was beautiful too. Y'all look her up on Facebook. Her name's Crystal. Ooh, what was it? Hold on. It's Crystal Evans. She's a mixed woman. She's beautiful. Got 2 grown daughters, a bunch of grandbabies. This was her husband, the father of her second child, her second daughter. They've been together for years and years and years, and he done told her he was going to kill her. And so she had made a Facebook post, I think early August, that said, if something happens to me, y'all know who did it. Like, she called him out and everything. Yeah, they got out of court today, and he went to her car, shot her 6 times in the face, and took off running. Yes, shit like this. Yes, maniacs. Betty could be so useful with shit like this. I think they're going to put on some kind of protest because we need this to not happen. They could have stopped it because if, like, I can't imagine what the judge is probably feeling now. I'm sure he's feeling remorseful now that he didn't just go ahead and put the guy in jail tonight or today. But she had documented ring camera footage of him following her and coming by her house and threatening her kids, and which was his kids. And I mean, she had all this documentation since September, and they just now were starting to work on the TPO. No, something should have been done about that immediately, especially when he was threatening the kids. He had done pulled a gun out on her kids. He had done told her he was going to kill her. There's no reason. There's no reason something shouldn't have been done earlier. Oh, wow. See, I don't know if he's still alive or not. I hope he is, because he tried to take a coward's way out and unalive himself. Hell no, let's put you in prison. Let's put you right on over here to Jackson Prison, and you going to do your time. It sucks, Nicole B. It's so bad, but I'm going to participate. Whatever they do, I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm going to participate because this shit can't be happening. And that's why I was telling Mama earlier. Think about it, y'all. The Proudfoots were able to get a TPO on Betty pretty easily. And this woman couldn't get a TPO on someone blatantly threatening to kill her and stalking her and harassing her. You'll have to go look at her Facebook post. It's crazy, man. We're going to do something. We're going to do something. I don't know if it's going to be a protest, but it's going to be something. Absolutely will, Genevieve. No, he wasn't in law enforcement. He actually works with like a dump truck business here in my town. And they were splitting up because he'd been cheating on her. And she was just tired of it. And he was abusive to her mentally, physically, all of it. And so she filed for divorce and it just went from there. He'd just been stalking her. The kids, the daughters, said that he pulled a gun out on them. And one of them is his own child. Like he had just lost his fucking mind, period. Hey, Annie Mac talking smack. I agree. But in situations like this, Nicole, it wouldn't sting so bad. It wouldn't for them. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't look so bad for them. And there's also, and I haven't found out if this is true yet or not, but supposedly she had asked one of the deputies to walk her out to her car, and he said he couldn't because they had another court case coming up. He could have walked her out to the car if that is true. But we won't know until, they do a further investigation. But imagine, too, how that officer's feeling if that did happen. I absolutely agree, Spivey. Like, where is she? Why is she not stalking Jen Soto? Hello? Why is Bullhorn Betty not stalking that woman in the same state that she resides in? Not very far from her. That's what I want to know, Bullhorn Betty. Why are you not harassing the folks that deserve it? Yeah. She's in the same state. What are you doing, Betty? No. Why you say that, One Shot? Oh, that's right. There is those laws. I'd be breaking those laws, though. For Jen Soto, oh, God. Oh. Mm. Absolutely, Deets. Absolutely. That is so sad. Georgia Peach. You think she was groomed by Stefan? I don't think so. I mean, I can see how people could see it that way, but it's just not. My brain just won't let me go there. I know. I forgot. She done fucked up in Florida. Who was defending her? You know what? I heard the docket when he was getting ready to play the interviews the other day. He was like, trigger warning, which, yeah, okay, trigger warning. But he also had mentioned how he kind of felt bad for her. And I was like, what? Excuse me? What is there to feel bad for? So then I said, okay, calm down. Cool your tits, Jones, and just go listen to it. Because Mom's the first one that told me that he was talking about feeling sorry for her. So I said, let me go listen to it. I still don't understand what he was feeling sorry for. There wasn't nothing to feel sorry for. Mm-mm. The dick clip. Let me go to it. I haven't played any clips tonight. You gonna take this dick.
You gonna take that dick? You gonna take that dick, huh? I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick.
I think she doesn't get full immunity. The immunity she gets means that they can still charge her, but they can't use anything that she provided them with to charge her. They have to find other ways of getting information against her. Oh, that was. I probably should have waited. I didn't even think about that. No, the immunity, it's a different type of immunity. It's like they're saying, we need you to tell us everything, and we're going to tell you basically, we can't charge you for what you tell us. The only way we can charge you is if we get information in regards to you participating or knowing more than you know by other means. Roommates, Stefan, her sisters. If they knew that Jen knew something, then they could get information from them and charge her. But they could not charge her for what she was telling them in that moment. Mm-hmm. Oh, she sets me up. Is that what it is? A proffer immunity? See, this is why I don't do true crime. Like, it's very rare that I'll dive into a true crime case and go public with it. I think the only really true crime cases I went public with was the Oklahoma 7 with Jesse McFadden, which Annie Elise just put out a video on that the other day. It was pretty good. I listened to Annie Elise because I know she exaggerates things sometimes. I know she did with the Idaho 4 and the injuries to Ethan, and that upset me. But I listened for that reason, because if she's putting stuff out like that that's not right or not true or not factual, then I will say something. But for the most part, the last few I've listened to of her, she's stuck pretty much to just the facts of the case. But the Oklahoma 7 is so weird because all the cases I've done publicly are Oklahoma 7 and the Oklahoma moms that were kidnapped and buried. I don't think so. My mama would not be backing me up at all. Derivative immunity? Derivative? Oh, and see, I wasn't around then, but I've heard. But I didn't like the way she did the Idaho 4 at all. And it happens. She sensationalizes stuff, and it's like, it's already traumatic enough. We don't need you to make it worse, you know. But lately I haven't heard that from her, and I'm grateful for that. Yes, I want to speak on it. You want to speak on it, Deets? We should do a live on it. That's what I've heard. Yeah, we need to do that, Deets, when you get settled in. There's some crazy shit going on with some of the creators It's still trauma, but it's some crazy shit going on with the creators over there that were covering the Oklahoma moms. Hey, Michelle. Thank you for dropping in, love. Hey, love in the laundry. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that shit that Yep's been uncovering over there. Yep's our little investigator, man. Yeah, crazy behind the scenes drama. Yes. Yeah. It's creator drama. Only from mainly one side, though. And then we'll have to get Deets to do that reenactment. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Georgia. Oh, you're talking to Georgia Peach. Never mind. Well, hey, Georgia Peach. I thought because she put a heart behind it, I thought she was talking about the troll Georgia. Yeah, Maniacs, I think I'm going to focus on. I honestly don't know what I'm going to focus on, Maniacs. Because when you focus on the bad actors, you're also focusing on the people that are supposed to be the good guys, right? And they're turning out to be bad actors as well. So it's like, okay, we can call all of them out. We can discuss all of them, but that's going to come with some hardcore heat. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know where I want to go. Mm. The Brazilian nanny? No. Y'all are haters. Yeah, I think that's, if I see or hear something that I just know 100% is false information being spread, then I may strike up a live and say something about it. But I'm not going into the 3 a.m. sluts and all that. We're not doing that. I can't do that. I'm not going into Nick the Hat. We know who Nick the Hat is because we knew who he was with Danilo Cavalcante. We knew who he was back then. That all the fraud and stuff that he had been arrested for back then, we've known that. It's just they want attention. They seen what was going on with Betty, and so they come over here showing their asses is what it is, and they want attention. And sure enough, we all give it to them. We all play their streams. We all criticize their videos. We all talk shit to them. That just gives them something else to go back at, and it just keeps it going. I'm gonna ice them out. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was crazy, wasn't it, Genevieve? And I ain't mad at Granny for covering that. She was just as confused as the rest of us. Like, it was crazy. Yep. We called out Nick the Hat. We called out Dog with the laundries. We've been there, done that. And we know what they're doing. They're inserting themselves because they see the craziness going on. They want a piece of what Betty's been getting. Period. And I think it's time to ice that bitch out too. Because she is loving this. This has grown her channel back up. When we iced her out, when we decided to ice her out after Quentin Simon, her channel died. Period. It just is what it is. I will. The Brazilian nanny. Bing and bong. That is a mess. It is a mess. And it's a purposeful mess. You know what I'm saying? No, I won't get as many views, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with not, because I don't live off YouTube income, you know what I'm saying? So the few measly dollars I make, shit. We'll do what Deets does and we'll donate it somewhere, or we'll find someone that needs it, you know? Like last year, we used some money to buy I was going to buy the Halloween costumes, but I ended up buying them like Halloween onesies and movies and snacks for their Halloween night because they didn't go trick-or-treating. Like it just for less fortunate kids. I mean, we can find something to do. Animal shelters, something. And of course, I'm going to continue Wade Wilson because he's just an ignorant fuck. Oh no, Lindsay Lee. You know what, though, Sunnyside? A lot of people still love to hear about it. Like, even though I've been tired of it, I've still been listening to it. I need to get myself in check as well, because it does wear on your mental state. And I don't think people realize that. Like, what you're taking in on a daily basis, it does wear on you. And that's what it's been doing. It's been wearing on me. It's just been like one unbelievable thing after another, after another, after another. And I just got to a point, again, like I said, Rabbit, Nonsense, and Chasing, all of their lives were kind of focused around the same thing today. And it was wonderful to know I was not alone. Deets, I suggest if you haven't watched those lives, you need to catch up on those. Rabbits and I think you were there for Chasing's, but Rabbits and Nonsense's live today were really good. Garbage in, garbage out. Yep. Hey, Sammy. It will. It will. And it'll put you in a negative space and you'll stay there. Like, no, I'm not going to keep doing it. I feel like Betty came in. We knew what her goal was, but her disguise was about Sebastian Rogers, right? It's all about Sebastian. It's all about Sebastian. And then she turned it into the Betty shit show. And we all contributed to it at first. And then at some point, I reeled myself in. I said, nope, I ain't going to keep doing this. I ain't going to keep going over her. She's loving this attention. And it only went from there. It only went from there. Then she got locked up. But I think she's enjoying every single bit. Losing your taste and smell is awful. The Brazilian nanny. No, she hasn't been charged. I'm going to go listen to that Brazilian nanny as soon as I get off here. I think her next court date, they have to have all their paperwork turned in on September 30th. Will I be paying attention? Yes. But I'm just not going to cover it. I think we've got enough coverage of Betty right now. Johnson was the first creator to bring Wade Wilson case. Oh, yeah. On this side, I was the first one. Absolutely. I just wanted to bring us something different to get away from the Betty and not the Sebastian, but the chaos around Sebastian's case. I wanted, because y'all hear it all day, every day. So I figure if I throw a Wade Wilson live in there, that's just something else for y'all to listen to that doesn't pertain to that. And I felt like if I was interested in this numbnuts, then you guys have to be interested in this numbnuts. And don't worry, Yep is working behind the scenes trying to get all kinds of stuff pertaining to Wade Wilson. So we'll see. We'll see. Good night, perfectly. Thanks for being here. I love when you show up sporadically. Actually, I think I'm going to call it a night too. It's 12:10. I worked all day. I think I'm going to settle in and get some rest. I'm going to go listen to that Brazilian Nanny on Ashley Banfield, I think is where Maniac said it was. They are, Duchess. You can't say that enough. Boundaries are so important. Thank you, Spivey. I'm probably going to go. I did come in hot from my bed. It's because I had done Listen to Rabbit and then Nonsense and then Chasing, and I felt less alone. So I was like, okay, let me bring my nasty, foul ass in on this conversation because I say things that they won't say, you know. I'm a little rough, but I don't know. I felt less alone, and I was glad in that I wasn't the only one feeling that. And I know Dietz has been feeling that for a long time now. All right. I gotta go. Oh, my new friends are from Canton. The ones I met in Aruba, they're from Canton. Okay. Now I gotta go. All right. I hope to see y'all tomorrow. If I don't, I hope y'all have a great weekend, but I probably will see y'all tomorrow because I need to catch up on some Wade Wilson and his ignorant ass. All right. Thanks for being here. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for the understanding. Even if you didn't understand, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you let me know what you think in the comments for the replay gang. Live chat will be available because I didn't play any clips that are copyrighted. So you're welcome. All right. Catch y'all later. Bye.
So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free. In a hippie hut, just like Jones, and you see